Welcome to the Outtake show where we give our outlandish opinions within the movie and TV world. You got the host of the most, that's Junes in the building.
Come on.
This is episode 73. You also got the co-host as well, Mazzavelli, the silent assassin in the building as well. And that's all you have in this episode. Which is more than enough,
you know
actually.
what? I feel like, because it's going to be like a Christmas episode all over again.
It kind of is. So guys, just to give context.
This is our summer party.
We have drank a couple drinks.
Yeah, and we'll continue.
We do have that is in frame. That is actually in frame.
Oh, and the worst part, it just shows one shot glass. Thank God for that.
I mean,
yeah, it's
so
showing.
we had a couple of beverages. See, I'm already slurring. We had a couple of beverages before recording. We recorded an episode before this. We were quite. I ain't got no glasses. You know what? I am who I am. I am my true self. This is gonna be a very interesting episode for you guys because we've drank before. We did an episode before this,
And there's a lot of heated discussions about this episode.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot to talk
we're
about.
gonna talk about Sydney Sweeney.
You want to start off with that?
No.
Oh shit! Okay. What do you said we're gonna do new stuff?
Well, let's talk about Bring Her Back, bruv.
Okay. What's going on, Flitz? Alright, cool. Let's talk about Bring Her Back. This is a horror film, but I can't remember the name of the brothers. But the same directors, same duo brothers that did Talk to Me. They have a new film coming out that's out right now called Bring Her Back. It's another horror film. I'm just bringing up the synopsis of the film.
It's a horror film basically dealing with grief.
Yeah, it follows a brother
On both sides.
A brother and sister that witness a terrific ritual at their scheduled home at their new foster mother's house.
No, but it's not even just that. They witnessed the death of their father.
Yeah, not this film. You seen Talk to Me.
Yeah.
So this film kind of follows the same kind of trait, where it's like it's a film that follows protagonists that are dealing with trauma. So in Talk to Me, the protagonist, the female lead, was dealing with the loss of her mother. In this one, we're dealing with the loss of the father. The father dies. Spoiler alert. We're going to do a lot of spoilers in this one for Bring Her Back. The father passes away, and we're dealing with two protagonists, a brother and a sister that are fosters. Step brother, step sister.
One, the sister is blind, which means that she relies on her brother a lot.
Yeah.
And you see how much of an influence he has until they get into the house.
Yeah.
Because he was like the vibe check. You know, you have that one friend that they're like, oh, I've met this person. What do you think of them? And they're like, that's a weird vibe. That was the brother.
Yeah. He clocked on from a minute.
From day one, bro.
This ain't right. This is what I loved about this horror film. It's the mixture of like the relationship it has with the two siblings, and then the foster mother,
and the child,
the other child as well. We're gonna do spoilers. I might jump ahead a little bit because I love the themes in this film that has similar to Talk to Me, which I realized after watching Bring Her Back has similar to traits where it deals with the protagonist. It deals with characters where it seems like the ones that deal with emotional trauma, emotional pain, seem to flourish and somehow survive. And the ones that deal with emotional pain end up getting the worse. And the ones that deal with physical pain ends up surviving. Mm-hmm. So in Talk to Me, which I recommend people to watch, if you haven't, please do watch it. The child in Talk to Me deals with a lot of physical pain. They're bashing their heads into the wall, almost bleeding themselves to death. But at the end, they survive. Bring Her Back follows the same type of trait where one of the characters, one of the foster child that happens to be a child that's been kidnapped, is like hurting himself, doing horrific stuff. The knife on the teeth, probably the most grim scenes I've seen, but somehow survives at the end. But the protagonist, the one that is dealing with emotional, always ends up getting the worst end of the stick.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because in this film, and I'm jumping around with different spoilers on this, so if you haven't watched it, please do, because we're going to be going back and forth about spoilers. But I find it very interesting with the protagonist talking about how their biological father, was abusive, and he only was abusive to me, but never to my stepsister. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, when it came to the sacrifice and how the mother wanted to sacrifice the stepdaughter to bring back her original daughter back, she had to drown the kid to bring back her daughter, but she couldn't do it to the stepsister, but she did it to the brother.
Yeah.
I found that was like a mind
Also,
blower
like,
to
she
me.
drowned him in, was it a puddle?
Yeah, in a puddle.
Bro.
Yeah, she did it with ease, but she couldn't do it to the stepsister. I found that being like a little reference to how.
But then also, it's the idea of like people who go through so much trauma and push to still be a good person end up really living a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And it's the idea of like you're not allowing your trauma continue to pull you down, because it does put you in a dark place where you're basically like, oh, I might as well just.
Yeah, cause I felt bad for the kid. I felt bad that he died.
Yeah, no, I felt bad. I wanted him to live.
Yeah.
I really wanted him to live because he did everything for their sister. Even when it came to like reading the bad vibes of the friends at the beginning, where they're at the bus stop, reading the bad vibes from the mum, he even cared about the missing kid.
Yeah, like he ran back to go save the missing kid. There was a lot in this film which feels like a film that was very much constructed in one little location. It seemed like it was a small budget, but it was a film that had a lot of heart, a lot of emotion for a horror film.
I'm gonna say it. This was the scariest horror film I've seen this year.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah, and I've like, you guys have actually witnessed my horror story growth over the years.
100%. You did not watch horrors at all.
No, and so like for me, Junior has seen me jump in a lot of screenings.
I have.
But like to have this moment where I was watching it and I was like, flip, like I'm scared. I can't look away. I can't do anything. I just have to watch it because it makes sense with the storyline.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. And I also like the fact that like one of the most scariest scenes is when the missing child is like screaming, but then you're hearing the national anthem of Australia, which is Untouched by the Veronicas. That is the Australian national anthem, by the way. As an honorary Australian, I feel so untouched right now. Need you so like it was a really weird. Yeah, it's like it's a really weird moment.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a really good film. I think it had like two of the most gory scenes I've seen, at least for this year. With
just to also put context, because I realized I didn't do it. Is the tequila. Untouched is like the British version of Sweet Caroline.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, fair.
So like when that comes on when you're out in Oz, everyone's singing on. So like to have that be like the soothing song when he was freaking out is very funny.
Bruv, that scene, because the whole scene is basically the mother is trying to use the daughter or stepdaughter as sacrifice to bring back her daughter that died drowning, and they have a other kid that is holding the demon that needs to go inside her to bring her back. That kid, we didn't find out until later on, was missing the whole time. And the scene where
because we all thought that was just that kid, we all thought was just like her kid.
Yeah.
That she'd obviously done this experiment to, not that she kidnapped someone's youth.
Yeah.
And put a demon in them.
Yeah. And then the demon comes out by accident because of the stepbrothers doing, and then she's trying to put the demon back in him and playing music loud. I felt so sad and so like I was unable to help.
Uneased. Yeah, so uneased.
To help this kid that's now like crying, like, who are you? I don't know who you is, because the demons now came out of him and put it back in. It was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. I loved that.
And then she was like putting her hand over his mouth.
Oh
so then...
shit, that was horrible. That was horrible. And prior to that, there was a scene with the knife. That knife scene was probably one of the most gruesome scenes I've seen in cinema for a while, because I never watched the Saw films. So watching that was a lot. A scene where the stepbrother's cutting up the watermelons, the melon, giving him the fruit, but he's holding a fat knife, and he hands the knife to the kid to take the melon, and the kid just takes the whole knife, like the whole knife,
and it slices a bit of his hand,
and then he takes it off. Then the camera follows the stepbrother as he goes into the cupboard to get like a bowl to put the fruits in, and all you're hearing is the kid eat the fruit. But as he's eating the fruit, you hear the sounds slowly change from just chewing to hearing metal teeth hitting metal. Then the kid turns around and sees nothing more than the kid just biting on the knife as hard as possible. Then the stepbrother tries to take the knife off of him, and the knife gets stuck between his two teeth, and you just hear. I was like, blood clot.
And that was like the moment where I realized how much my like film critiquing like experience has changed, because I was really appreciating the sound in this film.
Oh shit, yeah, that's
Like
when horror films
it was
do the best.
really
They really lock
good
into the
sound.
Yeah.
The sound direction and design was phenomenal. And then afterwards, you're coming out of this scene, and he's dragging him to take him to the hospital.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, because he can't come out of the circle.
He came out of the circle and he's not vibrating. This was a really good film. Really good film. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm looking forward to what to do next. It's funny because
they were originally meant to be doing Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, they dropped out for whatever reason, I think.
But you know what? I think that's a good thing, because they have a certain way of telling stories. And I feel like as much as Street Fighter would have been great, they have a different direction, and I want that for them.
Yeah, original IP.
And then, like, when it comes down to it, they started off on YouTube.
Yeah.
And anyone that I hear has started off on YouTube, I want them to win. Because I was a hardcore YouTube kid.
Same. So see YouTubers. I think that's gonna be the new thing now. Seeing a lot more of YouTubers becoming directors or transitioning from YouTube into Hollywood. I think that's gonna be the new trait. I saw a weird stat that not even Gen Z, but is it Gen Alpha? Mm-hmm. A lot of them,
they don't watch TV, they watch YouTube.
But what they want to be growing up, the main thing is a YouTuber. All of them have said they want to be a YouTuber.
It's either a YouTuber or a streamer, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's the top job roles for them. So we're gonna see a bunch of like young creatives on YouTube on the field there before. I think the route's not gonna be going to university to study film production.
It's just playing about on YouTube from the start. And like, I hate to say it, we're the cool kids right now.
Yeah, we were the pioneers. Yeah. But yeah, Bring It Back was amazing. I think what's next for them is they're still working on doing the sequel to Talk to Me. Personally, I'd rather have them work on another IP, just do another original story. But Talk to Me was really good, so I'm not mad at them doing the sequel to it.
And you know what? I would want it to be a little bit like, because they're Australian, aren't they?
Yeah.
I would want them to talk about something a little bit more social political. And I know it might be a bit difficult for them to step into, but I want them to discuss the traumas that the Indigenous people have had in Australia, because I feel like a lot of people forget about that.
Yeah.
And there's a story to be told, because then people learn. It's about how they approach research prior to that makes them good enough to do it. And I genuinely think they're amazing to do it.
Cool. On that note, let's talk about our next review. We're talking about the Fantastic Four.
What a jump!
Fantastic Four First Steps. Obviously, Marvel's first superhero family. They're finally back in the hands of Marvel.
We are in the hands of a Pedro Pascal summer.
This guy's everywhere, bro.
The Materialist, Fantastic Four, Eddington.
Oh shit, yeah, that's later this year as well. Shit, man.
In America, especially if you go to AMC theaters, it's already all three at the moment.
Yeah, and then earlier this year wasn't he in the Uninvited?
The Uninvited. Yeah. He was also 5 seconds into Last of Us. Yes.
When he came back, he came back for a flashback episode.
You know. He came back for that,
to make the money worth.
that last little cent on the check, you know?
Yeah, if I was spending money on Pedro, I want Pedro all the way through. But yes, they're back once again. Fantastic Four. We haven't had the Fantastic Four film for quite a while. This is the first film we're seeing from them under Marvel. Of course, we've got a big lineup of superstars in this film. We've both watched it, and I want to say that overall, I enjoyed this film. Mm-hmm. I know one of the content creators that I really enjoy, Jamal, who's doing incredible.
Jamal is amazing.
Yeah.
Jamal's family are phenomenal creatives.
Yeah, one day hopefully we can get him on the podcast. He hated this film with the
What do you mean? What?
He said this film had no heart whatsoever.
I think what he wanted was a better family connection with the characters. And we got that with Pedro and Vanessa.
Yeah.
But with The Thing and Johnny...
I mean, they had moments. You know what? So he did a video talking about saying that this film had no heart, and of course the Marvel fans. He was battling against the Marvel fans. I like to think I am a Marvel fan. I like to think I'm more of a self-aware Marvel fan to understand that we are at a point where our films are kind of not the best.
You're not a Marvel fan in the sense that you enable Marvel to continue.
Yeah.
Or enable, like, I don't like change.
Yeah.
But I think you're a critiquing Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Like, you allow there to be a experience of, yes, this is good, but yes, this is bad.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Marvel fans that are scared that by critiquing the franchise, you're essentially saying, it's not enough.
It's not, yeah. And he's been going back and forth. I think now it's been settled. It's been smoothed around. But overall, I enjoyed this film. This film is not the best film, by no means. But it is arguably, not even arguably, it is the best Fantastic Four film. Now, you can't really say that and be like, bro, there's not really much to go against.
There is like 3 films.
and one of them is like we shouldn't even talk about.
Yeah, no, that.
But the other two's fun. But I think this one did a better job at showing the family relationship than the 2004 one.
But that Johnny was.
You talking about Chris Evans?
Chris Evans as Johnny Storms?
It's just Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm was pretty good.
I've been hearing very different things.
The thing is, this film kind of switched the narrative on each of the members. Like for Johnny Storm in this one, he's not so much the playboy.
Womanizer.
Well, which I loved actually, because what they did is they actually latched on the fact that he's actually a scientist, but he's still, I don't know the word, like he's still playful. He's not stupid, but he's still playful. He's still childish.
He's frivolous.
But he's still
frivolous.
But he's still a scientist. I think it latched on the fact he's a scientist. And in this film, I'm gonna do spoilers. In this film, he obviously does some womanizer stuff, but he tries to learn the language of Silver Surfer. And he spends his arc literally figuring out doing detective work throughout the months.
So
of
like
the
you
film.
know like how nerdy guys will be like, oh, I want to dissect something like with computers and really understand it.
Yeah.
This guy, my guy is a womanizer, but he's trying to understand your language. He's trying to understand who you are. How do I maneuver that way?
It's like when guys go to like Mexico and try to learn like Spanish to like chat to the girls.
Passport bros. He's calling Johnny Storm a passport bro.
But yeah, that's what he did. But I love the fact that, because when I watched the other Fantastic Four, they really latched on the fact that this guy is just a womanizer and he's not that smart. This one's like he's a woman. He's not even too much of a womanizer.
No,
he likes women.
He's a risk kid.
Yeah, he likes
he's
women.
A risk
he's not even a risk kid because he couldn't even bag the girl. But he likes women. But he wants to do the work as well. He wants to prove to people
he's
that he's actually
grafter.
Smart. And I think they did a good job with that.
We love a trier.
Like if I look at all the characters, my favorite has to be the Thing. Like, he did a great job of showing him being... Like, I think the thing what's good about this film and also not good about this film is that it gave everyone little story moments, but not enough.
Kind of like the bear. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying that because the Thing is in the bear, but it was kind of like in the bear, where they let everyone have their own little storyline, but that works in episodes.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily work in films.
It's weird because this film could have done better if they made it slightly longer. I think Marvel's kind of scared to make long films now because of the audience going away. But it was a good film. My main gripe with it has a horrible third act. The third act is not a good third act.
And you were saying this earlier as well.
The second act, when they go to space and they're fighting, they meet Galactus. Galactus looks beautiful. This is a movie that should be watched in IMAX because it looks so great. When they're doing they feel like I was watching Interstellar with the spacecraft when they're doing like time warps, but they're doing like light speed travel through space. That was incredible. Silver Surfer going around the stars, drifting around the clouds, incredible. But that happened in the second act.
Like low-key, it made me want to like start roller skating again.
Because of Silver Surfer.
Yeah, like obviously I can't skate. Like I tried to skateboard, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
But like it made me want to roller skate again.
Oh yeah, not me, boy. I know what I can and can't do. But the third act, it kind of went. it just didn't work to me. But overall, it's a good film. But I guess the main thing to talk about is, of course, Pedro Pascal. A lot of people are talking about his performance, talking about Christopher Reed Richards, sorry. I think he did a good job. I think he did a great job. I don't think people are talking about him doing like phenomenon. I think he did good. He did good, and I think the reason he was in his pocket because the movie wasn't focused on him, and I think they did a good job of making sure let's not make it the Pedro Pascal movie. The main superstar in this film is Vanessa Kirby, Vanessa
Who
Kirby.
is also Invisible Woman.
Yeah, she plays Sue Storm. She's the heart of the film, and she was incredible in this film.
Have you seen the memes, by the way?
Oh, when
she does the face and she's like,
yeah, yeah, literally.
She's just serving face
all the time.
And the worst part is, like, I told you that like the government are using they're using Fantastic Four for like ads for jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just see like at the side, especially in London, you see her face on the side of the bus going, and then on the side it's like, you can learn upskilling. Like, what do you mean you can learn upskilling? And she's just there serving face.
What's she part of HMRC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Each one of them.
Characters,
he's done it. Okay, that was weird.
The marketing's crazy for this.
Yeah.
I've seen G-Shock. Have you seen the G-Shock watch?
No.
Yeah, they have a G-Shock watch.
For each character.
No. They all have one for the Fantastic Four, and so the blue actually glows in the dark.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
The marketing for this is crazy, but it also makes sense because it's almost like re-immersing us into that world where the Fantastic Fours are this big superheroes and they have cereals, they're doing advocating for this and that, and we're getting that in the real life.
Yeah, because the film does a really good job to show that this is a different universe, which is great because you don't have to watch any of the other Marvel films to understand what's going on. But they made them superstars. This is their universe.
This is Beyonce, bro. This is K-pop.
Yeah, Sue Storm is literally creating peace around the world, across the nations. It's a good film. It's a solid film. Of course, this next film we're gonna watch is gonna be Avengers Doomsday. At the end of Fantastic Four, there's a post-credit scene. There's two post-credit scenes, but this is the mid one briefly shows Doctor Doom appearing against Franklin, which is Sue Storm and Richard Ree's son, who has incredible powers. I've seen online that this guy he's basically God. He can just create anything with his mind.
It's like, was it my guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? He's played by Will Porter's character.
Oh, Will Porter's character?
Yeah.
Not really, because this one can change, and he's kind of more like Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's that powerful where he's just like, he can do anything.
Yeah, this one can literally, obviously in the movie, he brings back Sue Storm back to life because she dies. But the kid can do he can create a universe with his mind. So he's basically more like,
it's kind of
like Manhattan from like DC, where he can just create anything.
Okay, so like if I'm you know what, just say what you need to say. I'm cooked.
I was gonna say what was.
It's like
You got it now.
Yeah, it's like Darwin.
Darwin, who's Darwin?
From X-Men.
Oh, who's Darwin?
The one who could evolve and become anything. He couldn't die.
He's the one that died.
Yeah, the black guy that died, but his character was meant that he wasn't able to die.
Kind of. This
Yeah,
this
but
person...
it's like that, and then the Scarlet Witch if they had a baby.
No, because he can't absorb anything. He can just make stuff.
Oh, okay.
He can just do anything. He can touch you and you just disappear.
I don't want him to touch me.
Or he doesn't have to touch you. He can just look at you and just disappear. He's God. He's basically God. Because he's the power of the cosmos.
Did you know what? This is annoying me because it's making me think of a conversation we had with Mac, where it's like, imagine you could understand the consciousness of a god, and now it's in a baby. Go away.
Yeah.
Go away.
This baby's now 4 years old, so we see Dr. Doom there as well. The issue I have with this is this gives me no hype for Avengers Doomsday. I'm not hyped for I am not hyped for Avengers Doomsday because of this post-credit scene. Because this post-credit scene didn't do anything. to build up my anticipation for this film. It just showed me a glimpse of Doctor Doom. And now that we have Doomsday coming out next year, I don't think that film's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really bad. I've seen talks that they haven't even finished the script for it. That they're still working on the third act of this film. So I'm not hyped for it. I did enjoy Fantastic Four, but I don't really care too much about Doomsday. So I'm in a weird place. They have to resell it to me. Shout out to the Escape Pod, the nerd podcast that talk about movies. They had an interesting take on this when they said that we should look at Avengers Doomsday more like they mentioned you should look at it more like the first Avenger film. You shouldn't look at it like Infinity War. You shouldn't look at it as Endgame. This is a film where all the characters are going to be brought together opposed to having it already be established. So this film is going to, Doomsday is going to be the establishing film, and Secret War will be the Infinity War or the Endgame.
So I was I saw a video from a creator called Binge Confessions. Her name's Kaylee.
Yeah.
You should go check her out. She's amazing. And she was talking about how she doesn't feel like she's excited for Doomsday as much because all of her favorite characters are going to die.
Oh, shit.
Because if you know, you know.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of characters are going to die in Doomsday. So that's a really interesting conversation.
And in Secret Wars, because Kevin Feige mentioned that they're planning to do a whole reset where all the characters will get changed and replaced to someone else.
There's that as well. So that is your warning from Doomsday. Shout out to Kaylee for letting us know.
Yeah.
Her @ is Binge Confessions on TikTok, so please go check her out. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. If you have, let us know in the comments below what you guys think about it. But we're gonna move on and start talking about some new stuff. What do you want to talk about first?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My jeans are blue.
Oh shit! You know it's funny because you said mo, so I thought he was gonna do it.
Oh yeah, well I could have gone that way.
My jeans are blue. You know, all right, cool. So, American Eagle, which is a brand that I wasn't too familiar with, has dropped a new commercial.
I actually had jeans from them.
Really?
Yeah. So they came to my uni, so that they mainly target to like 18 young adults.
Okay.
So hence the Sydney Sweeney using her in that ad. And so I got a pair of them for free. They're like £35, but they were like, I won't lie, they were like one of the best jeans I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh shit, look at the promotion.
But I don't really wear skinny jeans anymore anyway.
Yeah. So everyone's talking about this right now. Sydney Sweeney did a commercial with American Eagle. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the commercial people are mad at because American Eagle has taken it down since. But people are saying that this commercial, the whole concept of the commercial is talking about good jeans. Obviously, they're a brand that provide jeans. In the video, from what I've been told, is that she's wearing the jeans and she's talking about how good her jeans are. She talks about her blue eyes.
Jeans are passed down from parents to offsprings. They pass down traits like hair color, personality traits, and even eye color. I'm Sydney Sweeney, and my jeans are blue. Sydney Sweeney's jeans are great. That is the essentialness of it. But
have you seen the commercial?
Yes, I have.
I don't have much thoughts in it because I haven't seen the actual commercial.
It's very minimal, but it does the very okay. I'm gonna talk from a communication perspective. Here's my degree.
Is it racist?
I'm going to talk from my communications perspective. This is my 2 degrees coming out here. So essentially what we get is, first off, it starts off foot to head. So already we are hypersexualizing Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
She's constantly playing around with the buttons of her jeans, trying to do them up. So you're already thinking about sexualizing her even more. Mm-hmm. And it is racist. Why? Because the notions of the language used in it, where it's talking about genetics, talking about great genes, hypersexualizing an already really attractive woman, and the political narrative that's currently going on in America, knowing the history of the CEO of American Eagle, go check that out. It's a quick Google. You don't have to be really smart for that.
You get the guns ready.
And you can see there's a certain narrative towards eugenics. Now you're going to say, Maz, but that's a big leap there. I also studied A-level history. Here it comes. So when it came down to the Third Reich, which was the media and propaganda section of Hitler's program, you're going to have to censor that because I said the N-word in it.
Okay.
Yahtzee program. Joseph Goebbels, who was the head of propaganda, initially started pushing eugenics and extreme right ideas using extremely attractive and popular actresses, sexualizing them and saying that we need to make sure our genes are great, implying that there is bad genes.
Yeah.
And this is a pun on genes and genetics. And the difference between Levi's and Beyonce's is it makes it very clear about passing down good genes, whilst Beyonce's just says she has great genes because she has great genes.
I mean, let me get the horns for that because that was that was very well said. Since recording,
And I did that drunk too.
you could have left that out. No one needed to know that.
Am I drunk?
But no, you're not drunk. You're not drunk.
Exactly.
You're sober. Since then, American Eagle have responded. Now this is crazy because what's happening? A lot of the I want to say alt-right people are like,
Alt-right, yeah.
they're really jumping into this, really defending American Eagle.
I took the mic on TikTok.
Yeah.
And not one point did I talk about being a black woman, but there was a lot of comments about being a black woman.
It's now bringing a lot of racial talks into it. Of course, American Eagle has responded. They have doubled down. They have not apologized. They have just responded. Just reading it off of here. They posted on Instagram. Sydney CE has great genes. Is and always was about genes. Her genes, her story. We continue to celebrate everyone wears their AE genes with confidence, their way. Great genes look good on everyone, and that's a response. They have taken down
why
those.
didn't you say great genes look great on everyone at the end? Just to make like it's a small copyright change. Honestly,
Yeah.
You had boards. This is not a situation where you didn't have a first draft. All you needed to do was to diversify your creative team for copyright. And you would have been able to identify this because it doesn't take 2 degrees in communications and an understanding of Yahtzee history to understand what was going on there.
Bare shots taken. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Sydney Sweeney involvement in this?
I feel like Sydney Sweeney is really silly. Earlier on, she's really silly because she started off earlier on in the year talking about how she didn't like the fact that she was hypersexualized, and then pursues to go and do a jeans ad where she hypersexualizes herself.
Even before that, she did the bath soap. Remember, she did a bath soap which is nuts because a lot of men at first it's hard. There's a lot to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this briefly. Sydney Sweeney is the problem as well, but there's also the audience that worship Sydney Sweeney because she did a bar soap and men just bought that shit.
So the bath soap is supposed to supposedly have her bath water in it, so it has a little bit of her DNA. For all the creeps that like that stuff.
Yeah.
But literally before she dropped that, she talked about how Euphoria had a really bad effect on her because she started to realize how people hypersexualized her and how this was affecting her in roles as well. Bear in mind she had done Immaculate, which talks about the idea that she was meant to be this really so there's the pre-Madonna whore complex. Freudian. I've got to stop. I won't talk about it too much, but it's the idea that women are either really slutty or their mother. So when she was doing Immaculate, it was like a mixture of both. But it was more giving like mother, like innocence, purity, slay. And then when she'd done that, after that, she was talking about Euphoria and how she felt hypersexualized. And then she's got the new film where she's actually doing a biopic I
yeah,
thought
where
it was
she played
going to be
boxer.
it was a position where she was going to try and push herself out of this typecast.
Yeah,
Especially after vocalizing after SNL that she feels hypersexualized.
yeah,
But what we're seeing is her doubling down and really leaning into it. And instead of being an intersectionalized feminist, she's just saying, yeah, I'll allow you to be voyeuristic, which is look at me like an object.
yeah. And she's done it countless times. I've seen that.
Objectify me, please. I'm Sydney
I
Sweeney.
think I've seen 3 brands, or at least 2.
Two brands.
There's Sasquatch. There's a Sasquatch brand she was working heavily with. I think that brand, they did 2 products together. That's where the bar soap came from. And now American Eagle.
American Eagle. And prior to that, she was the creative director of a shoe called Hey Dude.
Okay.
And I thought that was going to be a way...
Oh, shit. It's called Hey Dude. Hey, get Sydney out of here, bro. Hey, Sydney, you need to get out of here.
They were like boat shoes.
But it's called Hey Dude.
Yeah, but it's meant to...
She's playing into it.
You know, like Toms.
Toms.
You know, type in Toms, bro.
I'm just going to see Tom the Tank Engine.
No, Tom's shoes. Those. It's kind of like that vibe. Very like...
But it's called Hey Dude is what I'm talking about. Why is it called Hey Dude?
It's just... Because it's meant to be like chill. Like, hey, dude, what's up?
Okay.
Hey, dude. But like, I thought that was her going, okay, like, please don't objectify me. I know I've done the bar soap situation. That was a bit awkward. There's so much more to me. And then doing this, and then also like her affiliation with certain people.
Yeah, family members are from MAGA, right?
They had a Make 60 Great Again party. Supposedly.
Make what?
Make 60 Great Again party.
Oh, and people aligned that to MAGA.
Because of the
spin on
tagline
the
and also
tagline.
the hats. But also...
So they're not MAGA? We don't know.
I don't know.
Fair,
I can't imply.
Fair.
I have to play devil's advocate here because we are trying to be a non-impartial media platform.
Trying to.
But then also she was attending Jeff Bezos's wedding in Venice.
Okay.
Yes. And then a lot of people have insinuated that's because she wants to make sure that she gets good deals with Amazon, AGM.
You know her engagement got cancelled.
That's so off topic. So off topic.
I'm just saying that I feel like she's making some real bad moves for someone that I thought was gonna be up there with the Zendayas and the Florence Pugh, and I feel like now she's doing a lot of commercial stuff. And at first, the bath soap stuff was creepy to me. I thought it was weird, but I was like, cool, you're doing a bit. It's a business thing.
I thought it was a bit. I thought it was like a social commentary, being like, guys, like this is pathetic.
Yeah.
But no, she was being for real.
But I wasn't mad at it. The American Eagle thing, I don't have much to say about it, only because I haven't seen the commercial, and I don't want to give opinions on something that I haven't seen yet. I'm only going off by what people have said online about it. I think American Eagle, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like they knew what angle they were going with and they leaned into it. I think it's same thing when Pepsi did the Coke commercial. With
the protest
with Kendall Jenner. Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, when she's trying to stop the war with the fight with the Pepsi. I think the same thing where I think it's the same thing with H&M when they had the coolest monkey and they had it on the black kid. I think it's the same as Gucci when they had the Scully mask with
it's meant to be
the red lips.
I know it's meant to start a conversation. However, given the current political climate of it, this is not the right time to have done that stunt.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying
it's guerrilla marketing.
I'm seeing a pattern where these big corporations are leaning into the racial tropes as a way of marketing. Like you mentioned, you had a pair of American Eagle. I don't think American Eagle even is targeted towards black people. I think this aim is to get black people to talk about American Eagle, for black people to market it more. I think they knew this was gonna get the reaction.
Anyway, purchase Levi jeans.
Because Beyonce's behind that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's there.
But
I think it's nuts. I think CNC, I don't know what she's gonna do about it. So I don't know if she's gonna speak about it. As from recording, she has not talked about this subject. I think she's gonna wait for people to call off.
I don't think it's gonna cool off. The timing of it happening, people finding out about the party that her family had.
Yeah, there's a lot to add on to it.
It's a lot to add on because now it's having a situation of affecting her family.
Yeah.
I just hope that she makes better career choices. If not, maybe get a new publicist, babe.
I think he needs. I think the boxing thing's the only one that after she does the boxing thing, she needs to chill.
She knows.
Stop sexualizing yourself. Because Scarlett Johansson recently spoke about how it took her ages to stop people from sexualizing her in films. Sydney Sweety's going through the same route, and I feel like not everything needs to. I don't know her financial state, but you don't have to do everything.
And also, like, when you look down at it as well, like, statistically, Gen Z and Alpha have already had discussions about how they don't want to have sexualized or sex scenes in film anyway.
Yeah.
So now you're limiting yourself with jobs.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Unless you're trying to hit the like 40 plus market, this is not great for you, babe.
I think there's creepy, horny men that's put Sydney Sweetie as like a goddess, and I think brands know it, so they lean into it. Sydney Sweetie knows it as well, so he leans it as well. Need to chill. If that's what you do, then that's what you're gonna do. But I think at some point she's gonna realize that she's better than this, and she needs to do better. But yeah, I don't care about American Eagle. I never cared about them at all. Shout out to Levi.
Shout out to Levi.
Levi jeans.
Actually, pre-loved. Go and buy something secondhand. Go to a thrift store. Shoreditch has great thrift stores.
Yeah.
Thrift stores.
Should we talk about deadbeat
Thrift
dads?
stores, yes.
You should talk about deadbeat dads. Alright, cool. So, from recording, I think it was like a week ago, we all saw a clip online of allegedly, I want to say allegedly for now, Mo Gilligan, who is a comedian, a talk host, baby mama, go on TikTok explaining that he is a deadbeat and has not been there for their child since birth.
Now, we don't want to talk about this too much.
Of course.
But the big question is, did this need to be aired out so publicly?
Oh shit, that's a good question. Does it need to be? No.
Because you could have just gone through personally, I don't want to air out my dirty laundry out in public. I got some. Not a lot. A lot of it's just beef with random mandem.
Shit, yeah.
But they know who they are. If this was a situation where it's impacting the child's life or you needed support, there is lawyers.
There's a legal way to go through it. But maybe he's not. This is all alleged because we don't know what's going on. But I don't think legally he's doing anything wrong. Because if he's there to help the child in where he's not really involved in its life, but giving money, then legally there's nothing legally you can do about it.
Yeah, but then I think it would be a situation having to have a conversation with lawyers to make sure that there's other ways of doing it. There's ways of doing it.
Yeah.
So while
it's messy, this is messy.
Again, I'm just doing devil's advocate
in
this situation, in this conversation, but it's just the idea of, did it need to be passed on social media? So.
No, it didn't. However, there is a clip of this girl on TikTok that went online to say, hey, I thank her for letting me know that he's a deadbeat dad. Ladies, if you know any deadbeat dads, let me know. I want to know about anyone that's a deadbeat dad so I can move the way I need to move towards them.
Yeah, no. We're not going to be supporting men who do not take care of their families.
Full stop.
That's it.
For Maz.
That's it.
But yeah, just to end on that topic.
From just Maz, not Junior as well.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm on that as well. Yeah. From Outtake. I hope everything gets resolved. It's always disgusting, not disgusting. It's always sad to see this stuff unfold online. It's not good. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
I think the nature of what we're also seeing online is a bit harsh because we did sadly also see the news about Micheal Ward.
Oh,
we do want to be able to support black talent, but it's always hard when you're having these difficult narratives. And in no way are we on his side. We're always listening to victims first. And I think that it's a real shame that the small amount of position of power people get plays a part in how they behave towards other people. He had a really promising career, but, you know, you've just got to treat people with respect. It's just the bare minimum.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, this is a weird one because I saw the cases. He's got charged with 2 sexual cases and one
Case.
one case as well. Sorry. But when I
It's making me think I need water. What?
So obviously he got charged with 2 sexual cases and one case as well. I was trying to do my due diligence and do some research and understand what happened. But the articles I saw just said he got these 2 cases.
No,
he's got these cases, and
they're not going to
go on
say
court.
anything until, isn't it 28th of August?
Yeah.
So they're not going to say it. They're not going to, because it's court hasn't even opened. They're not going to talk about the nature of it. But I do know that this occurred in 2023, and typically when it comes to the nature of the case, it does take a while because it's a lot of like having to do interviews, also providing medical records, and because of the nature of it with victims, it can be very harrowing. So that's why we haven't been provided with enough information, simply because it does take a lot of time, and you can't talk about this until it's officially started to discuss in court.
These conversations are always tricky because if he did do it, cool, lock him up, throw away the key. If he didn't do it, this still hurts him, and he's not a big enough actor to.
No, he was having a moment.
Yeah.
Because he stars in Eddington.
Yeah, and that's coming out later this month.
Yeah. So, literally the same time that his court case is happening.
Yeah, so it's like it's messy. It's messy if he didn't do it. I'm just going. If he did do it, then of course lock him up, throw away the key. But if he didn't do it, then to me he's not a big enough actor where if this gets dismissed and he found out he was innocent, people are gonna just be like, oh, nothing happened. People are gonna stick with it and go, wait, he got charged with this.
And but I also think as well, like, with the nature of the case, it's always difficult to know whether or not someone is innocent or guilty, because then it just places on the interpretation of whether or not the jury find him innocent or guilty. And I think that you individually, as people, if you're interested about the case, find out on your own what happened and make your own decisions about it,
100%.
rather than jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, and read the headlines. Look into it.
There is a lot of evidence that's going to be provided. For the fact that it's becoming a court case, there's a lot of evidence that had to be provided in general, because a lot of, statistically, especially in the UK, a lot of cases do get dismissed before it even touches court.
Yeah.
So let's not all jump into conclusions. Let's actually make informative decisions when it comes to the nature of it, because it affects people's lives, whether you are the victim or you are the culprit.
Yeah. Sure. I think that's an excellent way to end things on that note. We'll keep you guys updated on how that case goes, and I hope justice is served.
Yeah, that's all we ever want, justice, which Kendrick is about to do to the creative industry.
I knew he was going to find a way to find out. You can always tell when Mass is going to ready to try and change the topic. You know what? You did it. Cool. So
I'm media trained. I am ready for events. Just hire me already.
She said justice. And speaking of justice. Alright, so Kendrick Lamar and Dave 3. If you don't know who Dave 3 is, Dave 3 shoots all of Kendrick Lamar's music videos. They are now collectively made a
creative industry.
Yeah, but before that they had PgLang.
Yeah.
Which I think was a label, or maybe was that a creative agency? I don't even know. But they had that first. They created that, and now they had branched out to make a creative agency, which is I think it's called Project 3. On those names, they did a really cool I love watching their commercials.
I mean,
I love watching
like,
their ads.
Just so
sick.
A soft line. The reason why I put this in here is because Junior is a huge Kendrick fan.
Yes.
we will accept tickets.
Yes, we will.
Junior's a huge like Kendrick fan, but also both of us being creatives. I also worked at one point with creatives in an agency. This is a huge moment for us to have a conversation about it. And I just kind of wanted to pick your brains about it.
I think it's interesting. The thing is, I never understand what these guys are doing. So at first, when they did PgLang, it was, to me, already a creative agency in the sense of I saw them doing partnerships with Calvin
Klein.
Klein. Thank you.
Calvin Klein.
Thank you so much for that. They did a bunch of commercials along with them, and the commercials they did was sick. I love the visual stuff. The visual stuff from Day 3 is so beautiful. So when I saw them do that, that was great. Now to see they're doing a creative agency, I guess this is the creative agency as well. I'm intrigued to see where they take this.
It depends on what type of talent they're going after. Is this...
Do you think it's like those where they get like creative directors and
creative directors, and is it like
visual artists,
designers?
Probably. Because from the commercial, obviously they had this, I can't remember her name, but she was also in the studio. You also had my man from The Bear, black guy, tall black guy in The Bear.
Who plays Malcolm?
Yeah, he plays Malcolm or Marcus.
Marcus, sorry. And he was a part of Golf.
Yeah, they were both in it. But in the commercial, they were talking about storytelling. She was telling a story about what happened in the office, and they're walking down the street. And while they're telling the story, you see little visuals of the story that she was telling, and the film, and that's literally the commercial. So I'm under the impression that this is an agency that's going to focus heavily on storytelling, because they were talking about the 3 pillars of storytelling, which is of course the middle, beginning, and end, and that was a huge theme in this commercial. So I'm really interested, is this going to lead to, of course, maybe some TV shows, some movies? Of course, we do know Kendrick Lamar is working heavily with South Park to make a TV show or a film.
It's a film.
Which is a musical that touches on slavery stuff as well, which is very interesting.
It's giving Boondocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember that last season of Boondocks where it was just like, wait, hold on one second. This is a plantation.
Oh yeah. Literally. So I think that's the approach they're going to. So I'm super excited to see this. I love to see black creators that have a budget make stuff, and this is what it seems like it's gonna be. So I'm all aboard. We'll be giving you guys updates on all the stuff to be making on it, and letting you guys know and giving you reviews on it as well. But shout out to Kendrick Lamar and Day 3 on what they're building, and I can't wait to see what they create.
And I definitely feel like this is going to be an avenue for young black creatives who haven't been given a platform before. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. I mean, we've already seen the amazing talent from downtown LA under Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see this actually happen.
I would love to see someone like Tyler Creator get into this bag as well. I think once he's kind of like, you know what, music thing is good, but I want to start doing some other stuff, I think he will start. I think at some point, Tyler Creator, I would love to see him anyway, start making like these short films, TV series, web series. Of course, he's done this stuff slowly in the past before. He did an animation show called The Jellies, which was cool, with Adult Swim. But I'd love to see him get in the bag of like a Donald Glover and making, or even like artists like, what's his name again? He had a TV show. Damn it, I can't remember his name. But getting the mix of making those type of shows as well. But yeah, we'll see what PgLang get creating. Yeah, last topic we have on here is one that's not sad or depression. We got Spider-Man, brand new day.
Let's get suited up, baby. Let's get suited up.
Literally from recording, just before we hit record, we actually saw a clip of Tom Holland running on stage, I guess.
On set.
On set, yes, on set. Literally wearing the new Spider-Man suit.
It's very nostalgic.
Yeah, so this one
giving Tobey Maguire.
Has outer webbing.
Yeah.
So you see the webbing out of his actual suit compared to the past films where
it's
inside.
A hybrid between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yes, it looks
it's
good.
It's like a combination of the two. Yeah. It's a little bit Miles, but without the graffiti.
Yeah, that part. And it looks good. Personally, I don't care. I don't care too much about this suit. I know a lot of people are excited by it. I know I know there's a lot of people in the comic book world that are fixated on suits.
Cosplayers are about to lose their ish. Wait until Comic-Con October,
They're gonna
coming
crazy.
to London near
Yeah, I
you.
want to go there. I want to be there.
It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how people are going to do their interpretations of the suits.
Yeah, for me, I do like a good suit, but it does not the be all end all for me for a film.
Not really. I mean, it's a significant moment where we get to see that, oh, okay, like, nobody knows who Peter Parker is. He has no affiliations with the Avengers, so much that he doesn't even have his old suit anymore.
Yeah, so he has to make his own.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think this is trying to say, of course, it's the subtitle for this film is called Brand New Day. So I've never seen a superhero film in a while really do the reveal of a suit. I think Superman may have did this when James Gunn Superman may have done this.
That was the first one in a while, and that was after the reveal of the logo.
Yeah, as well. So this is interesting way to go about it. I'm excited for Brand New Day. Of course, we have the Punisher attached to it. Just recently, it was announced that the Hulk will be attached into it as well. Of course, with Scorpion, that was seen in Spider-Man Homecoming. He's attached to it as well. So there's a lot of pieces attached to this film.
Do you think that's going to be an issue though? Because we've got so many characters also inside. Could it be like Homecoming, where we're leveling into the idea of there's so much excitement from these other characters, the storyline is almost lost?
Possibly, because when Punisher was added into it, I was like, oh great, this is sick. Because I remember Kevin Feige.
No. Sorry.
Kevin Feige was added into it. Kevin Feige spoke about the film and said Spider-Man is going to deal with street level crime. So with Punisher added into it, I'm like, cool. But now you added the Hulk. Hulk doesn't really handle street level crime. So why is a Hulk added into it? I'm not happy that the Hulk's added into it. I think it's going to make it like, I want to see a Spider-Man film with Spider-Man dealing with Spider-Man stuff. And when you add a Hulk into it, I feel like you're going to add more elements that Spider-Man can't handle, but you need the Hulk to handle it for you. It's the same thing with why I didn't really like Spider-Man Far From Home when you had Doctor Strange in it. I feel like you're adding characters to a film that doesn't need to be there. Spider-Man's a big enough character where he can stand alone and just do his thing. To add Hulk into it, I'm not too happy about, but hopefully it makes sense. And it's not just like, let's just put Hulk in it because F it. But we'll see. I'm still excited that the Punisher's in it. I saw clips of people going like, how's the Punisher going to handle someone like Hulk? He's going to fight him? He's just going to run away? He's going to have bare guns ready for him.
I hate this. Why are you making me think so much, man? Like, I just wanted to vibe. But now I'm trying to think about the logistics of it instead of being like, oh my God, that's Tina from The Bear. Wow.
Yeah. Wait, because there was something on the internet saying, so obviously in Far From Home, Spider-Man erases everyone's memory and everyone forgets that he's Spider-Man, that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. There were people online doing theories saying maybe it affected Bruce Banner but didn't affect Hulk. So Hulk knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
The fact that Brand New Day is him out of high school, he's been relinquished of the Peter Pan curse.
He's a big boy now. So maybe Hulk actually knows that them two are the same, and maybe that's why he's added into it. I don't know. I'm kind of scared about that, but I love Spider-Man. And another fact, the same director that done Shang-Chi is doing this, so I expect to see.
We want a continuation of Shang-Chi, man, because what the hell? You gave us a really good storyline and then just left it.
Said deuces, I'm out.
Bye.
I mean, the director was meant to do Kang Dynasty, but then he was meant to do Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, but shit happened. So let me go do Spider-Man. I'm out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. How about yourself? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think it's also, like I said, I'm glad he's out of high school. I feel like he had more interesting stories.
How do you feel that Zendaya and Tom Holland keep working together? They got 2 films coming out next year together.
Yeah, but they have really good chemistry.
Why did you pause?
Because they have good. I was gonna say on-screen chemistry, but it's also off-screen. Yeah.
Do you think they do stuff like in between sets?
What do you mean?
As in like they're a couple in it and.
Bro, relax. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Junior, drink some water. I'm tired. I'm always doing the PR face for it. I think that they maintain a healthy relationship
Of course, it's healthy.
on and off set.
Oh,
Because
respectful.
there's a time and a place.
Okay, if that's how you want to answer it, then that's how you want to answer it. Yeah, Spider-Man will be out next year.
I want a
Look forward
suit.
to it.
If there's any like cosplay costume companies that are making suits, let me know because I want to wear one at Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fly. I expect to see a lot of Spider-Mans. I expect to see a lot of Sinners out there as well.
Yeah, even if it's a Gwen one. Like I've got the hoodie. You guys have seen me with the hoodie.
Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed yet because obviously when the girl from Stranger Things is in Spider-Man, but it hasn't been confirmed what character she is. But we can all assume she's gonna be Gwen.
Yeah, so like that would be cool if I am able to get a Gwen suit.
So who's Tom Holland gonna pick?
Always gonna be MJ. Always gotta be MJ. Even if she's a little bit cynical, I love her.
I have to go back to the I can't say that.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We have been Outtake. This is your boy Junior, also known as Junes. I'm your girl Maz, also known as Movies with Maz. It's been a pleasure. We're gonna be doing another episode. You need to be tuned in for that because there's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff.
Every Monday, 8 p.m. Check out the Outtake show.
And that's the end of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.